Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are doing a book review for all of my readers, and I'm actually going to talk about two books. And as always, my book reviews, I kind of call them quasi book reviews because I try to give you my feelings about the book without telling you anything at all about the book because I don't want to ruin it for anyone. So that's very difficult to do. So if you feel like, gosh, this is kind of a little bit of a different review if you're new to my channel, then you're right, it is, because I don't want to ruin anything for you. I just want to kind of tell you sort of my feelings about the book and then let you go make your own opinion after reading it. So the first book I'm going to tell you about just briefly is a children's book, and it's called I'm Not Sleepy by Dennis Cazet. And it looks like this. And this is basically a little book about, bedtime for the child. And we know when you're trying to put a child to sleep, they always, then they want to get up and get a drink of water. Then they want to get up and go to the bathroom. And they can think of a million reasons why they don't want to stay in their bed. It's kind of a story along those lines. It's a cute story. I feel like it's entertaining for the adult reading it. I don't feel like it's really that interesting of a story for the child listening to it, to be honest. So, of course, I would still say read it by all means, but, there's a lot of children's books I think that really capture a child's imagination, and this doesn't really fall under that category. It's a cute story, cute for the adult who can relate to trying to deal with a child who does not want to go to bed, just really not super, super interesting for the child who is actually going to bed, and probably also doesn't really get the point across to the child either, of what they're doing, which is sort of, I think, what it's supposed to do. So anyway, cute book, but, not my favorite. The book I really want to talk about today is called Dearest Dorothy, Who Would Have Ever Thought? And it's by Charlene and Baumbich. I'm not really positive how to say her name. And this is the fourth book in a series. It says on the front here, Welcome to Partonville, book 4. So I've read, the first 3 books. This one is the 4th book. So keep that in mind. I will say that this is my least favorite of the 4 that I've read. I just feel that the story was the weakest in this one out of all of them. These are just cute little quick read stories. They are about, Dorothy is a woman who is a little bit older in age, we will say. And she comes from a very, very, very small town called Partonville that is kind of, what you think of when you think of like a one-stop sign sort of town. They just have a little town square and it's just very separate from kind of the rest of the world. And, they don't shop at big places like a Walmart or whatever. Everybody kind of stays within the little town. And it's a little bit of an older generation for the most part in the town. That kind of thing. The stories are just cute little feel-good sort of stories that kind of, it's kind of shows the characters becoming a little bit enlightened, within their lives. It is one of those stories that it does have a little bit of religion to it, not a preachy type of religion, but they do mention God here and there. So if that makes you uncomfortable or bothers you, then I would stay away from it. But I can say that I don't feel like it is in an overbearing way or in a, a lecturing way or anything like that. It's, it's meant to be, it comes from a good place when it's mentioned in here. So I think most people can probably, kind of get over that if they're not super religious in a Christian type of way. But if, these are really just fun, nice, light reads. They're cute little stories. If you just want to kind of relax for a little while, but you don't want something that's super hard to understand, and you don't want something that you really have to work hard to get, or takes a long time to get through, or is super thick or anything like that, then these are cute little books. They're nice reads. They make you feel good at the end of it. They talk about some kind of real life things, but, in a small town revelation sort of way. And I just like them. They're just cute little books. They're not my all-time favorite books. they're not necessarily a book that when somebody's like, hey, can you tell me like a really good book you've read lately? I'm looking for something to read. You know, I'm not necessarily going to be like, oh, read this series. It's the best thing I've ever read. Because it's not like that. It's just a nice, light read that makes you feel good when you're done with it. And it's just for the entertainment factor. And so as long as you know, going into it, what you're getting into, I don't think you will be disappointed. They're just cute little books. And, a good, this would be a good one for like a quick read in the car if you're taking, a road trip and it's a long road trip, but it's not like a long road trip, then, this would be appropriate for something like that. Or a nice light read on a plane. Or, if you're just going to be hanging out at the pool or at the beach or sitting in your backyard or on your front porch or in your rocking chair or wherever in your recliner at home, cute little books to read. So, and I've really enjoyed them. Like I said, this is the fourth one, so don't start with this one. The first one is called Dearest Dorothy, Are We There Yet? So start there. And let me show you the author's name, since I can't pronounce it properly. Okay, so that's all for this time. Just a really short little blip about a book that I've enjoyed and a series that I've enjoyed. And let me know down in the comments what you've read recently that you enjoyed and what you read recently that you didn't enjoy, and tell me why without ruining it for me, because I will read it whether you enjoyed it or didn't enjoy it. Just to see if we, if our opinions are the same, especially if it's a book I haven't read, because I will read anything that I have not yet read, because I feel like you're always smarter when you're done. No matter what you read and whether you liked it or didn't like it, you always pick up something along the way. So don't forget to subscribe if you're a new subscriber. This is really more of a beauty and fashion sort of channel, but we do books and we do talk about other things that we enjoy as well and other hobbies. And I don't do these all the time, but I do them fairly often enough that if you're really just a bookworm, that you can just pop in on the book videos if you want to. And let me know how you're doing. And that's it for this time. I will see you guys next time. Bye.